Y'all know what time it is. Steam Next Fest is here for the month of October. It's going on from now until October 20th. I've been playing some demos that I've been enjoying, so I'm going to share some of my favorites with you. If you see anything you like, links to all of these games will be in the description below. But without further ado, let's get right into it. First game I want to highlight is one of my favorite demos that I played during Next Fest, and that is Broomstick Exorcist. This is a 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up with a beautiful art style. I love how the animations look. You play as this character named Vika, and she just runs through the streets beating up demons with brooms. That's pretty much the gist of what's happening. But love the combat in this, man. It actually does have some depth to it. You got like, your regular little, combos that you can pull off, but then she also has these special moves that you can pull off, various special moves and like special attacks that she can pull off, and just the way it looks, the way the enemies look, I don't know, the art style, everything about this just kind of speaks to me. So yeah, this was a lot of fun to play. The demo is pretty short. It's just a quick little combat portion that'll give you a good feel of just how it feels to just fight in this game. But yeah, no, this is good, man. If you like beat 'em ups, if you like 2D side scrollers, you'll definitely want to play this one. This is for sure going on my wish list. Moving right along, the next game I want to talk about is Aerial Knight's Dropshot. This is a arcade style shooter with a really cool concept. You basically just get dropped out of a plane, you and a bunch of other combatants, and y'all just shoot each other on the way down. that's pretty much it. It happens. The stages are really quick. You get to play, I think, about 10 stages. You get to do a few boss fights. And it happens so quick, and it just makes you kind of want to keep playing. But yeah, you literally you fall from the sky, you shoot people with your literal handgun. They do have power-ups that you can find. If you shoot the egg, you'll maybe see in the footage, I shot an egg and had a laser beam with a skull. That was kind of cool. You got to dodge obstacles on the way down. This is just a really fun, just arcade-style kind of game. Love the art style, love the vibe, and once again, this concept of just falling from a plane and just shooting people on the way down, I thought was fire. So yeah, definitely enjoyed this one. This will also be going on the wish list, so check this one out. Up next, we got first Squadron Phoenix. This is an on-rail shooter that'll give a nice scratch to a Star Fox itch if you have one. Pretty simple, straightforward game. If you played an on-rail shooter, if you played Star Fox, you'll be right at home with this. But I do love the art style that they went for, and I think this does have enough of its own feel that it's not simply like a Star Fox clone. But you get to do some customization with your ship as far as upgrades. They have some different special weapons that you'll be able to unlock at a certain point. And it started off tough for me a little bit. I was dying really quick, but once you start upgrading your ship and getting stronger, you will be flying through this game. So we'll see maybe if they balance it more in the full game, because yeah, once you get the upgrades, you can just coast through these stages. But so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking how this feels, and yeah, this I'll have my eye on this. I'm here for any little Star Fox fix that I can get, even if it's not the real thing. But no, this is a pretty solid demo. I had some fun with this, so I'll be keeping my eye on this full game. So if you got a Star Fox itch that you need to scratch, check this one out. Hey man, this game warmed my heart, man. This is Hoopland. It is an arcade-style, retro-inspired basketball sim. And it seems like this game is going to be a lot deeper than I think it is, because I think there's a lot to do really with customization and building a league and all of that stuff. But just in terms of strictly gameplay, boy, this was so much fun, man. I don't know what it is, but this game it really hit home for me. Had it not been so late in the night when I played this, I would have just kept playing. But it plays surprisingly smooth. And there are like a few different little moves you can pull off. Got your little crossover. They got the step back. I was killing them with the step back. Was killing them with the step back in this game. They actually do have plays you can run, so it has a little more depth than you may think, judging by how it looks. But I had so much fun playing this. I don't know. I felt like a little kid playing this. This was such a good time. So if you just need a little basketball fix, something away from your 2Ks and things like that. This will get the job done, man. This was so much fun, and I'm for sure looking forward to the full release of this. So the name of this game is called I Hate This Place, and I feel them because this place is a little crazy. There's a lot going on here, man. So you start off, you kind of don't know where you are. You're looking for your friend named Lou. That leads to you in this little underground facility, laboratory, whatever you want to call it. But a lot of strange things are happening. There's some monsters running around. and it's a lot going on. But you're doing your normal survival horror things. You're getting items, you're crafting items. Sometimes you got to fight. You got some weapons you can use. You got the pistol play going on. They have flare guns that can light enemies on fire and different other kinds of weapons that you can craft. But really, you don't want to really go in guns blazing. You kind of want to sneak around in this game. It does have a good use of sound. So, if you're sneaking around and you're stepping on certain surfaces like glass or things like that, and you're making too much noise, you will be discovered. Monsters are going to pull up on you, and they're going to slap you up or bite you up. Because the monsters are blind, but they can hear. So I do like the emphasis of kind of sneaking around. It does help build tension. Not that the game is scary, but I do like that it builds that little tension. But yeah, this is just a cool survival horror game. Love the art style. I just kind of like that mix of horror and comic book. I think it works really, really well here. And the gameplay is good enough. I think there could be some improvements made. I can't think of them off the top of my head. I didn't really write any notes for this. But overall, though, I did enjoy this. And I don't play many survival horror games, but this was my speed, my temperament. I felt like it was pretty straightforward, even with a little bit of exploration and like light puzzles, if you can even call them that you had to do. But yeah, I hate this place. I think you should check this out if you are a survival horror fan. The next game I want to mention is Light Odyssey. I've actually had this on my wish list for a while, so I was looking forward to this one, and happy to say it delivered. This is a Souls-like boss rush game. It's pretty simple. You fight some giant colossus beings, you fight, and hopefully you win. But it has that Souls-like challenge to it. I think the gameplay is pretty simple. You get a standard attack. Eventually you'll learn like this bonding move that you can do once you get their bar down to a certain amount. And there's a parry that you'll eventually learn. But other than that, man, it's really just, knowing when to strike, dodging, getting out of the way, memorizing patterns, all of that good stuff that you normally would, have to do in a Souls-like game. But I love the art style of it. It feels good to play. It's really desolate, but like kind of beautiful also in a way. And they do these little chase sequences like halfway through the fight, which can be a little annoying, but it is cool that it kind of switches things up a bit. So, but I'm looking forward to this one, man. I liked how this played. Like I said, it's simple, but I feel like it gets the job done. It's just all up to seeing how good the boss fights are. But the ones that you get to do in the demo were pretty solid. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't beat the last one. He stomped me out, and I quit. But it was late at night. Don't judge me. But yeah, no, this is pretty fun, man. I enjoyed this. So if you like a challenge, you want to play a boss rush game, check out Light Odyssey. Now, this is a game that some of you may have seen or heard about because this has been in various presentations throughout, I would say, the last year or so. But this is Skate Story, and you play as a demon who's trying to eat the moon or something crazy like that. There's a whole story. You'll figure it out when you play the demo. But yeah, you're made of glass too, so if you fall, you just kind of break. But the visuals for this, just very interesting because of the glass art style. But mainly what I just want to talk about is just this game just feels good. Like when you're just doing tricks, when you're hitting the power slide, the skateboarding in this just feels so smooth. I actually had to play this demo twice because the first time I played it, I don't think I was really paying attention to the directions, and I was just messing up all my tricks, and something just felt off, and I was like, nah, let me play this again because I think I missed something. So I ran it back, and then once I understood what I was really supposed to be doing in terms of how to hit tricks, the timing of the jumps, and realizing that you can't do the same tricks over and over because it kind of lessens your score and things of that nature. But nah, man, this game, man, this skateboarding just feels so good, and it just has this really wacky, weird story. But I love the aesthetic. Soundtrack is fire. To whoever did the soundtrack, kudos to you. Killed it. Great skateboard music. Just a very unique, kind of weird game, but in terms of just how it feels to skateboard, man, this felt good. So I'm glad I ran this back and gave it a second chance because it definitely deserved it. So if you're looking for a kind of an off-kilter skateboarding game, check out Skate Story. This might end up being something you hear about in the future, man. I think this game might gain like a little mini cult following, but yeah, really enjoyed this one. Sometimes you just need a game that is very simple and just lets you break stuff, and that's exactly what Rolla is. You play as this giant monster ball thingy, and you roll around and you break everything. Destroy buildings, run over cars, run over people. The more you destroy, the bigger you get, and the more damage you take. The smaller you get too small, you'll eventually die. And kind of like in old school Tony Hawk fashion, they have like the little letters that you got to collect throughout the stage that spell Rolla to give you some kind of objective. But this is a very straightforward game. I had a lot of fun just rolling around and just breaking stuff. Sometimes I need games like this that don't require too much thought. I can just pick it up, play it. I don't really have to think about what I'm doing. Just run around and just be a menace and destroy everything. So if that sounds fun to you, check out Rolla. I did not expect to enjoy Tears of Metal as much as I did, but boy, was this a great time. You run around, go into war, you got your rally cry in the beginning, you go into battle and you just get to slicing people up. But this is like a hack and slash Dynasty Warriors type game fused with a roguelike. So your runs involve you just taking over certain territory. So you're going to war, you know, you're slicing everybody down. You got special moves you can pull off. You can rain arrows down on the field. You got special attacks that you can assign to certain troops to get them to pull off certain moves. And then also, you know, as you're battling, you're collecting currencies, and the currencies you can take back to upgrade yourself. You can upgrade your troops, upgrade your barracks to give you, you know, certain advantages when you come into battle. And, you know, because it's a roguelike, of course, there are different abilities that you're going to get during your run. So you'll see these little orbs. That's one of the abilities that you're going to gain. The orbs do damage to enemies when you run into them. And, you know, the just different other abilities you're going to get, you know, in a roguelike kind of fashion. But this gameplay loop is just so much fun. I did not think I was going to enjoy this game as much as I did, but I had an absolute blast playing this. Was not expecting much from this, and I wanted to keep playing. I need this in my life. This is the kind of fun. I was addicted to this little demo, man. I had a lot of fun playing this. So if you like those Dynasty Warriors type games, but you want it fused with a roguelike in a good way, they pulled it off, man. I'm 100% in on this. I need this in my life. I had so much fun playing this. So Tears of Metal is certified on this side. Cannot wait for the full release. Will for sure be looking forward to this one. This is like a bonus listing, and some of you probably already know this game, but I'm just gonna mention it in case you don't. The Marvel Cosmic Invasion demo is so much fun. If you like beat 'em ups, y'all know I love beat 'em ups over here. We got another one, man. The beat 'em up renaissance continues, and we got another one. Play the demo, play it in co-op if you can. It's a lot of fun. I don't need to sell this game. It's a beat 'em up. It's great. Go play it. And if you want more indie game recommendations, I did another video like this 2 weeks ago. I'll leave a link to that one below where I talk about some other indie demos and games that you might have missed out on. So go check that out also. But that's all I got for today's video. My name is Serial Sensei. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay hydrated. And I will catch you on the next one.